So, just went to the Blade Show 2022 there in Atlanta, Georgia. Did an amazing intro right there in front of the building. Lines wrapping around, people everywhere. I didn't turn on the volume, so there was no sound. So anyways, this is your intro. Welcome to Blade Show 2022. In this video, you're going to see a bunch of knife makers and knife suppliers that do what they do every day. This is a great time to get them all together in one place. Listen, I was only able to see a few of them. There's literally 900 plus tables there. It's a huge show. So there's a lot of folks there we talked to. I think you're really going to enjoy this. Have fun, and welcome to Blade. Hi everybody, here at the Blade Show in Atlanta 2022, and who's the first person I run into on this huge floor out here? It's Mr. Johnny Stout. Mr. Stout?
Yes, sir.
How are you today?
I'm good. Thanks for stopping.
I appreciate it. It's good to see you again.
It is.
Now we have some of your knives in the store. I think we have one or two of them currently.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, he makes some amazing art knives, some really beautiful stuff. In fact, let's just take a look at one of those. These things are amazing. Isn't that something? So Johnny, tell us what's in this knife, and tell us about some of the other materials that you use.
Okay, this is what I call a double action automatic.
Yeah.
It's manual open and closing. It's a liner lock. It's got a little button right there, which you can see. You can push that button, kicks the blade out. So that gives it the automatic mechanism there. You open and close it manually, or push the button. It's got a Damascus blade made by a Texas knife maker. It's also engraved by a Texas engraver.
Yeah.
The handle is antique elephant. Actually elephant, which is illegal in a lot of places, but this is antique.
Yeah.
So there's no elephants killed to get this.
Sure.
This one has a Damascus backspacer, which I file worked, titanium liners, and the little insert here is in the buttons is a piece of this elephant ivory.
Wow.
So anyway, this is my newest model here, and I don't have a name for it yet.
Yeah.
This one is actually sold, and hopefully he'll pick it up today. Maybe he and I can agree on a name for his new model.
Yeah, that'd be great.
This is kind of my high-end folder here. This one will sell for about $7,000.
$7,000?
Yeah.
That would make sense.
Somewhere
well worth it.
in there. And then my prices will go from down maybe into 2,000 up to this. The most expensive one that I've ever made and sold was actually a donation to the Knife Rights group.
Yeah.
And it auctioned off for $143,000.
Wow. If someone should order a knife from you today, how long till they can expect to see it?
Probably now my backlog is relatively short. I'd say probably 6 to 8 weeks.
Really?
Yeah, a couple of months. Since everything's been kind of shut down and everybody's been staying at home, I've been getting a lot of extra time in the shop. I've got my backlog and my orders pretty well caught up.
Well, there's a lot of collectors out there, and you can collect almost anything knife-wise. You can collect case knives, you can collect all kinds of different things. There's a lot of different categories, but art knives is truly the one area that you can collect the knife and be pretty well assured that values are going to go up. These are spectacular knives with a lot of ancient ivories, gold inlays, all kinds of other things that are placed into these knives that really make them valuable. And I tell you, the quality of your artwork is just absolutely amazing. The craftsmanship in Johnny's knives is, I'm telling you, it's second to none. So if you're out there, you're thinking about getting into knife collecting, this would definitely be a great way to go. Johnny, how do they contact you if they need a knife?
You can get me on my website, stoutknives.com, Facebook, Johnny Stout. So I'm all over most places that you don't want to see. So just go there and I'll
be able to contact you.
You'll find some way to get in touch with me.
And again, we have a couple of his knives in stock right now that you can look at. We'll be happy if you go to bcknife.com or you email us. We can show you those knives. We'll send you pictures.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
We'll do everything we can to get you a new Johnny Stout knife. Whether you get it from us or whether you get it directly from Johnny, buy great knives. It's a great investment. Johnny, it's a pleasure seeing you here. Familiar, friendly face.
You bet.
And I think we're gonna try to get together before the end of the year and do a vlog from your place.
Correct. Yes.
So look forward to that.
On that. Yeah.
Definitely. We're gonna visit with him and see how Johnny makes knives and learn more about him. So
we also have, personal shop tours. If anyone's in the area, call me up, stop by. I'll give you a shop tour and kind of show them if they're interested on my, one-on-one. How it's all made and where they're made, and how all this stuff happens.
Excellent.
So that's something that I just make available to anyone that wants to stop by.
Excellent. Well, I really appreciate the time. Thank you very much. We'll see you later in the year, where we'll get together for a couple of days.
Again, thanks so much for stopping.
My pleasure. And on to the next maker. Hi, we're at the next table down here at Red Horse Knives. Good to see you again.
Good to see you, sir.
This is Edward. Edward is a big kahuna down here. And we just recently, because we met you at the SHOT Show this year, and we just recently brought in some of these cigar cutters. Amazing cigar cutters. Tell us something about how your cigar cutters work.
Well, these are what we consider the highest quality manufactured cigar cutters in the market. I've been a huge cigar fan since I was a young kid. Always enjoyed cigars, never liked the cutters. So after I developed my business making knives, I wanted to add all the elements that go into a great knife into a cigar cutter. All that precision machining, high quality parts. So we started with a titanium frame, because obviously. So it has a titanium frame, M390 steel blade, which is a premium knife steel, commonly used in the market. Yeah, holds an edge great.
Incredibly well.
Considered one of the best knife steels in the market right now for general purpose.
Absolutely.
We went with a chisel ground cut on the edge, added a bottle opener in there in case you're a guy like me who enjoys a good sud with the cigar. All ceramic bearing construction. So the entire action, including the detent, is all off of ceramic bearings. So there's very little friction in the construction. And when the detent holds in, it holds it in very tight. And you don't have magnets that collect lint in your pocket. You don't have a spring that holds it in. There's nothing to wear on it. It's all pure mechanical hold on there, which is one of the main aspects I wanted. I didn't want anything on here to have to be replaceable or wear prematurely.
Well, they're amazing cigar cutters. And literally, when he says the best cigar cutters in the business, he means it. There's nothing better anywhere, and we have them down at Bear Claw Knife and Shear right now, or at bcknife.com. And you have other products too that we don't yet have in the store, but they can get directly from you. Show us some of that.
Yeah, we have for this year at at Blade Show, we're introducing some personal defense tools. These are small items you can carry in your pocket. Like this is the Puncher's Chance, which is very easy self-defense tool to use. You don't need a whole lot of fancy martial arts or anything to be able to use it. It's really, if you could throw a punch, you could use this tool.
Deadly.
That's
a scary thing.
This is the Max, which is basically stands for mini axe. So again, it's another pocket tool that fits in your pocket, comes with a sheath that comes off right with your thumb, and it's able to use right away. And this one can actually be used as like a box cutter or a general tool, but is also great for self-defense.
Absolutely.
And these particular products are 100% made in the U.S. in our facility in Chicago.
Is there any chance that we can come to your facility? We do vlogs with knife makers and manufacturers all over the country. Any way we can come down there and visit with y'all and see how you do what you do?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the restaurants in Chicago.
Right, exactly. It's good eating.
Oh yeah, I see some chef's knives over there.
Yeah.
Or some Santokus and Nakaris. Tell me about those.
So these are prototypes we're working on that we decided to bring to the show to get some feedback. These will be 100% made in the U.S. with all U.S. source materials. So there is not a single thing on this knife that doesn't come from a U.S. made source. So this is CPM Magna Cut steel, which is made in New York.
Yeah.
It is probably the best chef knife steel out in the market available today. The steel's only been available for about a year.
Yeah, it's brand new.
It has all the best qualities of carbon steel as well as all the best qualities of stainless steel. So it really is a true super steel. The grips are rubberized G10, so when things get wet, it actually becomes more grippy, so you don't lose your grip. The hardware is all titanium hardware made in Oregon.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, when we mean 100% USA made, we mean 100% US sourced and made.
Yeah.
And of course, it's machined in our facility in Chicago.
Oh, guys, you ought to feel this. This is really nice. I love that handle.
Yeah,
That
the
is
rubberized
amazing.
G10 is amazing material, especially for the culinary world.
Oh, look at that grind. And this will keep things from sticking.
Yeah, the Grantons, there's two styles of Grantons. One goes vertically, the other goes parallel to the blade.
Look at that. That's amazing. I'm dying to have one, which means you're going to have it in the store because, if I want it, I'm going to bring it to the store.
Right. We're looking to have the finalized model available for production in about late summer.
Really? So it'll be in time for the holidays.
Hopefully, yeah.
Be looking for it. bcknife.com or Bear Claw. You know where we're at. My friend, thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely.
It's great
Appreciate
to see
the time.
you again.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you down in Chicago. We'll schedule you in and get you. Yeah, we'll get down there and see what you do.
Absolutely.
It'll be fun.
We'd love to have you.
Cool. See ya.
Take care.
Hey guys, I'm here with Shabbir with American Knife Making Supplies. We're a channel about making knives. So it wouldn't be right for us to just go around and do a lot of videos about knife makers without doing videos about people that supply those knife makers with the great materials that they use in order to make the knives we love. And this is what you do. Tell us about some of your materials, some of the supplies, some of the things that you carry for knife makers.
Our knife handle material consists of India sambar stag. This comes from India, from a town called Nagpur. And this is a natural product. And this is as natural a knife handle can get. These days, a lot of new knife makers with the tactical knife coming up in the industry, with the popularity, they have gone to all man-made material. But sambar stag, it's a solid material. It lasts for long, very, very long time. And when you put your knife on the table to sell it with the sambar stag, with the right color on it, and when I mean right color, if you look at this, color, this is an amber, it's an amber color stag. Not all the stags are like that, but you put this kind of stag on your knife, you sell your knife almost right away, immediately. I have so many suppliers, not just individual handcrafted individuals who make one or two knives, but I have a lot of people in the industry like Buck Knives, Case, and Bear & Sons and whatnot. They buy a lot of this, and when they put this on their knives, they always say that stag is what makes the knife beautiful, and it really sells. So this comes from a town called Nagpur in India. We come from that town in India. We started this in 2003. We have a lot of supply of this material, the small scales, tapers, crowns, end rolls. And hey, if anybody is interested, give us a call.
How do they get in touch with you?
American Knife Making Supplies. We're out of New York and California. And to reach us, you can call us at 917-292-9253. That's me, Shabbir. And my brother Yusuf, you can reach him at 210-602-3247. Again, American Knife Making Supplies. We also have the really beautiful mother of pearl and buffalo horns and cowboy. But the sambar stag is what our main handle material is, and it's all natural. It's as natural as it can get.
So if you're looking for great materials, I know all you knife makers, I know y'all watch this, If you're looking for great materials, this is one place you could definitely get it at. The Great Stag, the Amber Stag, this is your resource right here. So check them out, go see what they have, maybe get something from them, tell them Bear Claw said hello, and I guess we're going to be on to the next one. So I'm here at White River Knife and Tool with Matt.
Richard.
Good to see you.
You too.
You know, we've been carrying White River Knife and Tool now since
the beginning. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
They make some of the finest knives that we carry. Their hunters are second to none. They've always got some great new models coming out. They use the best steels, the best handle materials, and it's all U.S. made. Have I missed anything? Tell me about White River.
Well, that's right. It's all U.S. made. It's made right in our shop in Michigan, start to finish. Everything has a guarantee, guaranteed for life, no questions asked. So if you're not satisfied, you send it back, you get a new one. No questions. Doesn't matter what the cause is. So.
Well, you have some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
White River, we're going to be coming up and doing a video with you guys. I think we're going to try for later this year.
Yeah, let's hope so.
So we get together, we can see actually how White River Knife and Tool makes their knives and everything. And you're a family business, aren't you?
Yeah, we're just a small family crew with a few good friends that work for us. I think we're up to about 10 people total now. So just our immediate family, and then some great workers that help us out as well. So.
Well, you know, if you want a hunting knife or an everyday carry, you can't do better than White River Knife and Tool. We're really proud to have them in our store, which is bcknife.com or Bear Claw Knife and Shear on North Midkiff of the Loop, right next to Hobby Lobby and Market Street in Midland, Texas. So if you definitely get online, or you can come to our store, and you can always find White River because we'll always have them. You guys do a great job. It's great seeing you here
You too, Richard.
at
Thank
the Blade Show.
Take care.
On to the next one. Hey guys, I'm here at Flitz. Found them here. I was just roaming around, lost as always, and found Scott here in the Flitz booth. Why don't we talk about Flitz since we carry it in the store? Tell me about Flitz.
Well, thanks, Richard, for having us on camera with you here. Flitz is a 45-year-old family-owned business. I am actually the sales manager for the company, so I'm sort of like the redheaded stepchild, I guess. But great company, again, family-owned business. We make polishing products that care for all metals, paints, plastics, and fiberglass. And everything that we produce is all eco, green-friendly, non-toxic, non-flammable, and the polish that you guys carry is even USDA certified.
It's amazing. You know, the polish works so well. People come into us all the time, and how do I shine up the knife? How do I get some of this surface rust off of it? We always recommend Flitz, and we have for many years. It's been around for a long time. You have some new products, though. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so we got a brand new product we just came out with. We launched it at SHOT Show this past year, and it's our gun and knife ceramic sealant. And what this does for you is once you have it polished up the way you want it, spray this over the top of it, it will seal and protect the finish for up to a year.
Wow.
So if it's a bright, shiny finish, you'll keep it that bright, shiny look. If it's a matte finish, you'll keep it that dull, matte look. There's no polishing compounds to it. It's a strict protectant.
You know, we have a lot of customers that get the carbon steel knives as opposed to the stainless steel. A lot of customers, and a lot of them want to keep it that shiny. We usually tell them to rub a potato on it or an onion and tarnish it, and then clean that off and then put the oil on it. But some of them want to keep it shiny, even though it's a carbon steel knife. We love our carbon steel. Will that work on that?
Yeah, definitely it'll work on it. Also, if there's any intricacy to it or engravings, it doesn't pool up or get inside that area, like say if you put a wax on it. The other thing that this is great for is it's heat resistant. So if you put it on a gun and you fire off a couple rounds, it doesn't burn off like a wax would.
Wow. Good for guns, good for knives, anything metal.
Guns, knives, you can use it on, if you have scopes, you can use it even on a scope. It's like a Rain-X on steroids, so you get a little water on it, beads right off. Also, anything that's a wrapped or a dip finish, you can use it on that as well.
Excellent. Give us a couple weeks, folks. You're going to find it at bcknife.com or in our store in Midland, Texas. Thank you very much for having us out.
Appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me. Have a good one.
Show. Welcome to Pops. There isn't a knife maker in the world that doesn't get stuff from Pops. I did when I was making knives, and I guarantee you all these guys do too. And I'd like you to meet the owners right here on our channel. I'm honored to have you guys here. Thank you for being on our channel for only a few minutes.
Pops was founded about 40 years ago by James Poplin, and he's been selling knives for 40 years. We bought it 2.5, 3 years ago. It's been a blessing. We've been having a great time doing it. We love being a part of the knife community. All four of us make knives, and it's just been
I apologize.
What's your name? Jason. This is Jason.
That's okay, man. Good to see you, Jason.
So rude.
You're all good. Don't worry about it.
I'm sorry about that.
So what we did when we purchased the business from James, we took all the things that James did that we wanted to keep, and
Great service.
the great service, his customer base. We improved where he needed improvement. His shipping was not quite. We ship on the same day.
All the way down to the penny.
All the way down to just a few cents. We built a brand new website. James wasn't too tech savvy, so we've got Dirk here, who built a fantastic website. James didn't market. We market. We do social media. James was a knife maker, and that's what made him who he was, because he could answer the questions about the abrasives, about which belt to use, because he was a knife maker, and we can do the same thing. Between the four of us, we make everything from little skinners and little everyday carry knives up to Dirk's, several $1,000 folders, kitchen knives, beautiful bone handle, all the stuff he makes, survival knives, bushcraft knives. Andy's been doing it the longest, 10 years or better. He's made 30,000 knives. So for the most part, you got a question about knife making, we'll answer the question.
Well, it's my understanding is that when you're not selling stuff up front, you're in the back making knives.
We are.
We're back making dust, yep.
What I do is I visit knife makers all over the country, and manufacturers. Would it be okay if I came out maybe later this year or early part of next year, visit with
Absolutely.
you?
Absolutely.
What you do?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
We're actually having we host the Georgia Knife Makers Guild meeting at our shop
Twice a year.
The next time we host it will be in October. So if you want to really see how we give to the knife community, that's the time to do it, because there'll be 100 guys there. We're going to give 2 classes. It's a free lunch.
I like free lunch.
Last one we did, we did the whole
We
thing.
may be teaching how to taper tangs.
Oh, yeah.
We may be teaching some heat treat. We may be teaching how to grind a hollow grind. We may be teaching how to, who knows, grind a kitchen knife. We kind of do it all.
Shape handles, or fit guards, or forge spears. You never know.
How to pick wood and cut wood. We do a lot of that.
All right.
A lot of safety tips for different applications.
I'll have Lauren, our production coordinator, contact y'all.
Okay.
See when we can schedule it up. We're going to try and get you in this year.
Sounds great, yeah.
So for y'all, look forward to this, because we're gonna come and visit them. And where in the country are you?
We're here in Atlanta, north of Atlanta.
About 40 miles from here.
Brazelton, Georgia.
And if somebody wants to contact you directly, I have lots of Knife Makers Bunches channel. If they want to contact you, they want to get stuff from Pops, I can't imagine they'd already know your number and your website and get you on speed
Pops
dial.
Knife Supplies.
PopsKnifeSupplies.com.
678-889-5160.
All right. Very good. Guys, thank you very much.
Thank you.
From here at the Atlanta Show 2022, I'm here with Pops. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
We appreciate it.
Have a fun blade show.
Thank you for all the
Thank
support.
you guys.
Thank you very much.
Really appreciate it. Well done. Like you guys done this before.
Well, kind of.
So, Warthog Knife Sharpeners. You know, we carry these in Bear Claw, and I looked at these a couple of years ago, and I thought, let's see if they stick around for a while. And boy, y'all did.
Yeah, 22 years now.
22 years.
22 years.
And they're in our store right now. And of course, if you're ever one of them, shameless plug, bcknife.com, or come by our store there in Midland, Texas. Anyways, I've got David here.
Nice to meet you.
You are the importer?
I'm the importer and distributor for all of North America for Warthog Knife Sharpeners.
Wow. These are great sharpeners. They're so easy to use, and they last forever. They're small, they're compact, great for a kitchen, great for a shop. Tell me how y'all got started in importing these. They're from South Africa, aren't they?
Yeah, they're from South Africa. You know, I worked in South Africa. I had a knife factory that I worked at in South Africa. I actually part owner of it. And through that, I met the guys that own Warthog Knife Sharpeners, and they wanted to expand in the U.S. It was a couple of years. I couldn't do it at first. I was too busy, but now we started going mostly we had a hunting and fishing store, similar to a lot of others out there. And so what we did was we started trying to bring them a product we knew that anybody in the world could use. And it was tough. You know how it is with a retail store. You have all kind of products, But I can tell you this, it's fun selling the best thing in its category. You know, it's just so easy to sell because anybody can do it, you know.
Yeah.
We got started, they just wanted us to do it. We had to straighten a few other things out, and once we got our other businesses kind of put away, we started doing this, and now we have 2,000 locations that sell it.
Wow.
So,
well, I tell you, we carry a lot of different sharpening stuff. You guys that have been in the store before know, or been online, that we carry everything from stones to you name it. But when you're looking for something that's super, super easy, that's super repeatable, that can maintain your knives without a second thought, without considering anything, you just basically pull through. Warthog is it, and it's one of the only things we recommend that you actually pull through. This isn't the carbide sticks that you pull through that peel off all that steel and ruin your knives. This is actually diamond. Tell me about the diamond.
The diamonds itself, a diamond will cut anything. You know, it's any type of knife, D2, any steel. But with the diamonds, you get a superior edge. It's not tearing the edge. You're not burning it because you're not using belts or grinders. You know, a belt or a grinder will burn an edge unless you got coolant on it. If you got coolant on it, that's the way they do it in the factories. But with ours, you're hand grinding it with diamonds. You're getting a superior edge. Will last up to 6 times longer. And we tell everybody it takes a long time for our edge to get as dull as those pull-through sharpeners. And but you know, it's just easy to sell because anybody can use it. In this room, of course, we're at the Blade Show, and everybody in here is a knife expert, and everybody thinks they know more than us.
It's true.
But and they probably do.
They might.
But you know, most people can't sharpen a knife.
That's true.
But with this, anybody in the world can sharpen it. And home, kitchen, you can put it in a skinning shed, a fish camp, anywhere. It's just anybody can use it. You can sharpen high-end knives with it.
Sure.
And there's one thing that we've noticed, and you know, and here's a knife here. Even at, you know, a lot of those knives will booger that point up, roll that point.
Yeah, they will. Yeah.
I've sharpened for 4.5 years on here.
Yeah.
It was about this thick.
Yeah.
Before I started, it's still got a needle point.
Sure.
4.5 years later.
You bet.
And all done. This is one I use at the show. It's too flimsy really to use it at the shows anymore, but I still bring it because it shows the needle point.
Yeah.
So the diamonds protect your edge. They give a good grind. They take off minimal amount. And then, of course, on the back side of the diamonds, we have a butcher steel. And so after you sharpen it on the diamond, to get a razor edge, flip it to the butcher steel and hit it 10 strokes.
And you can maintain it on a butcher steel, especially a higher end kitchen cutlery like your Wusthoffs, your really nice knives. You can maintain those on a butcher steel. That way you're not removing a lot of steel. But you don't remove a lot of steel with a diamond anyways. It's fairly smooth.
You got to get all the dings and the nicks out, and then you stop. And then, but you can leave it on the butcher steel about 80% of the time.
Exactly.
About every 10 minutes, you hit it 10 strokes, you go back to work.
I always tell folks, if you run it through a butcher steel, whether it's one you hold or whether it's a Warthog, you run it across a butcher steel. If that's not making a cut well, then you need to sharpen it.
That's exactly
so
right.
move it over to the diamonds, which is easy to do. Switch to diamond and just pull it through. A dozen times, you're sharp.
And when you go to the butcher steel, what we're talking about is a steel that's in the same position, same angle every time. Most people, if you're using a butcher steel and you're doing it by hand, you roll it.
Yeah, that's true.
This one,
that's true.
I do recommend that after you sharpen it on the diamond, flip it to the steel and you add 5 degrees.
Yeah.
And then it just burnishes that edge.
Yeah.
But it will not roll it. It's anybody can use it. And I tell everybody there's only about 2% of the people in the world can sharpen a knife.
Yeah.
And all 2% are butchers.
Yeah.
Because almost no one else knows how to do it.
Well, we give a sharpening class there at Bear Claw Knife and Shear.
Really good.
And if you graduate from my sharpening class, you got a pretty good idea.
So you'll be an official butcher if you graduate from your class.
We'll send you to work over at Midland Meat Market.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, I really appreciate it, David. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You've got great sharpeners.
Thank you.
Again, they're for sale there at bcknife.com or Bear Claw Knife and Shear. If they want to buy them from you directly, where do they go?
Warthog USA, www.warthogusa.
You heard it here first.
Thank you.
We're here at the Blade Show. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're gonna do an intermission. I'm gonna go get some food, relax a little bit, maybe with David here, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna come back and we've got a full day scheduled for tomorrow. So we'll be back.
Thanks.
David?
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You did that really well.
Oh, thank you.